Hello Canterbury, welcome to Canterbury Live on the 24th of September. Hope you had a great day. What a beautiful day out there. Can you believe 2 days ago it was so horrible? Well, yesterday, we met up with Joey Johns in the studio with the children. That was so lovely. Well, tomorrow we'll see a little snippet, some edited time we had. They were playing with the ball outside, as you do with a rugby league legend. So we'll show you that tomorrow and for those families that were there. Well, yesterday we did give away, we'll have to give away the quail trip away, island trip away, and the winner is Barry Bowater. So congratulations to you, Barry. I'm sure you'll enjoy that with your family. But today, something a little different. We have the Akaroa Harbour Cruise. We do. And the question is, to win it, is where does the cruise stop to see the Akaroa salmon farms? Very nice. So just call through to Marianne on 03 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page, make sure you like us and give us your details and you'll go into the draw. Well, on today's show, we catch up with Age Concern Canterbury. We find out about their annual expo that is coming up. And Guides New Zealand, I know you love your Guide biscuits. My favourite, chocolate minis, yummo. So we catch up with them. But first up, we catch up with Arthritis New Zealand, and I'm very grateful to be joined by the CEO, none less, Sandra Kirby. Welcome to Canterbury Live, and do I pass with my orange skirt?
I love your orange, yes. This is the month we're turning Wellington orange and Christchurch orange too.
Major brownie points.
Yes.
So are you down for the whole week or just down for today?
No, I head back tonight, unfortunately. Oh. I always like coming back to Christchurch. I lived here for 15 years and my mother's still here, so I spent last night with my mother, which was a bonus.
Oh, that's neat. And of course we are in the middle of
our Appeal Week.
Our Appeal Week.
Yes. So Appeal Week's really important for us. We're a charity, not-for-profit. We're funded almost entirely by donations from the public. So every dollar that somebody gives us helps us deliver the services that we think are important, but actually that people with arthritis think are important. So,
and surely arthritis must affect every family. Oh, you could pretty much say that, couldn't you?
We do. 1 in 6 adult New Zealanders, so 530,000 New Zealanders live with arthritis, 140 different forms. All of them have pain involved. All of them you can do some things for yourself. Unfortunately for now, none of them can be cured. Wow.
And is it an old person's disease?
That's the theory, that it'll be your grandmother that you're talking about. But actually the youngest person we know with arthritis was 9 months old. So we have a whole lot of children in New Zealand that have never known what it's like not to be in pain. And so about 1,000 children in New Zealand have arthritis and about 265,000 people aged between 15 and 64. So for people of working age, it's the leading cause of disability that people live with, and most people live with and manage well.
Yeah, that's it. It's managing it though, isn't it?
It's managing it well.
And you ran a seminar last night.
We did, on working with arthritis.
Yeah, so how did that go?
It went really well. There's a lot of information for people with arthritis. I'm going to be biased, I presented.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that's right. There was at least one really great presenter. There were 3 great presenters. But the issue for us about arthritis is that issue about it being the biggest single disability, and that with an ageing population generally, and that's not about it's people like me, we have people in their 50s, a lot of people in their 50s getting diagnosed with arthritis that are still expecting to work for 20 more years, probably 20 more years. And so economically, as individuals and for the whole country, it's really important that people stay working for as long as they can. And it's really easy to keep doing. There are things that individuals can do, individuals, and this is one of the things that I'm going to be a bit struggling with, but if you lose a bit of weight, then you often take pressure off your joints. So if you know how to manage yourself, if you know how to organise your work, then you can manage, most people manage just fine. Employers can do some things, a little bit of flexibility, some minor adjustments. On average, the adjustments cost about $100 to keep somebody in a job.
That's nominal.
It is nominal. And then we think there's some things that the government can do. Earlier diagnosis, earlier treatment would lead to better work outcomes. So it's not just about the government, but it's about individuals and employers, and it's not major. But little things would make a big difference.
We mentioned the G word, government, and that's pretty,
Yes.
it's the word of the moment. And
It is the word of the moment.
so if there was one message you wanted to get across to the new minister, and I won't ask you on camera who you're hoping for, might be who you're not hoping for, what would that be?
Our one message for the government is arthritis is important. Arthritis affects people, and there are very small changes that the government could make that would make a really big difference, a cost-effective big difference. For every dollar you invest in arthritis treatment, you will actually get $3 back.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a no-brainer then, isn't it? Surely.
You think that, I think that. I hope the new Minister of Health thinks that.
Well, I think you need to probably put your flag out there and do something else as well. But anyway, Arthritis Appeal Week this week, tell us how we can donate to support the cause.
You can donate in a multitude of ways. On Friday and over the weekend, there will be people wearing very attractive orange plastic vests and holding buckets in streets and in malls all around Christchurch. So if you see a collector, please put money in a bucket. If you'd like to wear an attractive orange vest, then do call us on 0800 663 463. We can supply that in a bucket and a place to stand, and that would be really wonderful because we're very grateful for the people that do that. If you can't do either of those things, our website, arthritis.org.nz, you can donate there, or you can donate $20 by calling our 0900 number, 0900 333 20.
And that's why she's the CEO of Arthritis New Zealand. My goodness. And so when you've at the seminar last night, was there any people that were newly diagnosed with arthritis that you met?
Yes, there were people that have been relatively newly diagnosed with arthritis there. So, and there were a number of people for whom staying in work was one of their issues, and that's not uncommon for us. It's a number of questions we get. One of the questions is, should I tell my employer that I've got arthritis? We would advocate that you should be honest. And so particularly when you're applying for a job, don't hide it. But being honest with an employer is always a good thing to do. But you can also frame things quite positively. That comment about, I've got arthritis, it may mean that I need to get some time off to see my doctor, but it does mean that I'll be very organised and that I will work out ways of doing jobs quickly and efficiently. Quickly
and efficiently is what we've got to do right now.
Yes.
We've got to go to commercial break, so here we are. But thank you very much for joining us today, and all the best for the Appeal Week, and we'll see you next time you're in town. Stay with us after the break. We talk to the Girl Guides.
CTV News and Weather, first at 5. Be the first to find out about the rebuild, local politics, business, sports, culture and community. CTV News and Weather, first at 5, only on CTV.
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make a dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference More Mobility makes.
Looking for that perfect gift for a loved one? Wanting to add some vibrance to your home? Or just looking to brighten up your workplace? No matter the occasion, the Hitching Post has something for everyone. Lose yourself in their extensive range of homeware, art, glass and plasma cut metalwork. The Hitching Post is your one-stop shop for great style and quality. So come on down to the Hitching Post, 722 Marsland Road.
In Good Shape, examining all aspects of healthcare, medicine, research, nutrition, fitness and beauty, with in-depth interviews from medical experts. It's all here on In Good Shape, Tuesday morning at 9:30 CTV.
Now, don't lie, when you hear Girl Guides, you automatically think of the biscuit, because I do. But there's a lot more involved to the Girl Guides, and I'm happy to be joined by a wonderful lady, not just because her name is Andrea, but I am joined by Andrea Leach, who's a young leader rep for the Canterbury North Girl Guides. Welcome.
Thank you.
Canterbury North, so what area do you cover?
We cover basically from the square up, right up to Kaikoura.
Oh, crikey, that is a fair chunk,
isn't it?
It's
a big area, yeah. And we do a lot of things with East West, which is the other region that goes the other half of Christchurch. So.
Oh, nice. So let's get into it. Tell us, what is Take Back the Night?
Take Back the Night is an event that's organised by Young Leaders and Rangers, which is one of our senior girl sections. It's to promote the fact that we are a young organisation with young leaders that think that we should be able to walk around the streets at night time and feel safe, and it's part of the larger advocacy stuff that we do. We think that it's important that we should feel safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Women shouldn't feel afraid to walk around at night time during the day, and it's all just part of the Stop the Violence campaign that we do.
Okay, so how are you going to get this across the line to promote this?
It's just, we've just started out with Take Back the Night. This is the second year that we're doing it. So we like to get up there and say, we don't accept violence in our community. As a group of young women, we think that we should all feel safe. All of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one thing I guess, is it walking in groups or being with a group when you're out?
Stand up and say in front of everyone else that we have poems and songs, and it's all just a bit of fun. And part of it is also lighting up the night, which is through candles and glow sticks and things like that. Just a representation that we're lighting up the night. And
neat, so that's the way you're going to get it across. So tell me though, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. Obviously, if I've got a young daughter and I'm happy for her to go out at night, I think I would like to have her armed with skills for the case that someone did approach her. So what do you say to that, if that's...
Well, tonight, on Friday night, when we have our event, we will be giving them all self-defence booklets, and that's just one small part of it.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the nighttime; it's also about all forms of violence. So that is the main message that we're getting across: is that we should feel okay to be out at night, but also during the day, bullying and things like that. We do like to cover a lot of the whole picture of Stop the Violence within our programs, within our units as well.
And do you see it more prevalent within young girls, the bullying, than boys?
Personally, I think that that there is a difference. I think girls are more verbal, and sometimes it is difficult to stop that, but it happens everywhere. It's not just children, but we just try and within our units give them all the skills to not just help themselves but to help others.
And social media, I think, with all the good of it, there is definitely some pitfalls, really, isn't there, as far as bullying? Yeah.
And we do talk about that with the girls, that they do need to be aware of others and others' feelings. That's how we get it to our lower level. Good feelings and bad feelings and things like that.
Well, we may have, someone may be watching at home that may have a daughter or a granddaughter or a niece, that the guides could actually be the right vehicle to maybe get them back on track. How can we actually approach Girl Guides if we have a young lady that we think would benefit from it?
We're always looking for girls. So if there's any girls that are interested in joining the organisation, then they can join through the website and make contact with them there, and they can let them know what units are in their area to maybe join. We do like to think that we grow the whole girl, so the organisation isn't just about the outdoors like a lot of people see us as, but it's about leadership and outdoors and just making sure that we provide a program for the girls that can grow them themselves, and each individual child has different characteristics that we like to work with to make sure that we are providing a program for each of those.
I think
girls.
It's a wonderful thing. So making them to be fine young women, really, and being caring citizens. Not a bad advocate, really, then, is it? And as well as that, of course, the guide biscuits as well is a great way, you know, to have a cup of tea and have a conversation with your young daughter as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So when, are these on sale shortly, or?
March is our selling season.
Yeah.
So we don't really have that many biscuits available at the moment, but there are still
Good luck getting out of the studio with those, we'll tell you that for nothing.
We do have some left to sell, so you can
Okay.
just contact the
Okay.
National Office and they can put you in touch with people that...
Cool. Hey, thanks, Andrea, so much. Good luck with Take Back the Night.
Thank you.
Join us after the break. We're joined by Age Concern Canterbury.
Drive It showcases the new arrivals to the motoring world, comparing and testing the latest models to discover which one is the best. Drive It, Sunday afternoons at 2:30, only on CTV.
Undergone home renovations? Looking for that special something to complete a room? Look no further than the Hitching Post. Their extensive range ensures you can find that special something. From plasma cut metalwork, to candles, artwork, weather vanes, or even a customised gate. So come on down to the Hitching Post, 722 Marshland Road.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring moving company. Oi!
Come on down to Ferrymead Golf. Care for a game of paintball? How about some swings on the old driving range? Or on our Par 3 9-hole golf course? Test your skills on the mini golf course or have a go at the airgun shooting range. Then relax at the Wow Cafe with one of our super succulent Wow Burgers. Whether you want to perfect your swing or are looking for a fun family day out, come down to Ferrymead Golf, 50 Ferrymead Park Drive, right next to the Ferrymead.
Europe in concert. A new, fantastic international artist performing every week. Saturday evening at 7 p.m, right here on CTV.
An array of sun has just walked in, and that's Yvonne Palmer. Welcome from Age Concern Canterbury. How are you?
Great, thanks. Busy.
Yeah, well, let's talk about busy. It's a wonderful expo coming up, and we're just talking about a wonderful way that we've framed it. And I just might show that now. Positive Age Expo. I've never heard of that term, and I think that's really cool.
Well, it's another part of our life stage we're going through, and it's about being able to do things that you mightn't have done when you're younger, but also doing new things as well as keeping fit and active, keeping the brain positive. So, and that's most important. As we age, we should keep ourselves positive.
Do you think that's the key, Yvonne, is keeping this active?
I do believe that that's part of us enjoying life, and especially as you move on in your ages, that you can get on with life and do other things, but enjoy it. And you've got perhaps less stress, hopefully, so you've got to get over that. So that whole positive ageing is also about health, well-being and safety. And so that whole expo is teaching people how to have a healthy life, how to have a well-being life, healthy life, and then also making sure they do things safely in their lifestyle and in their communities and in their homes.
Well, in our homes and communities, Age Concern definitely can play a part. So tell us what Age Concern Canterbury do for the community.
Well, we're there to help with visitors, we're there to give them outings, we're there to assist older people as they think that they can't do anything anymore or they don't know what they're entitled to. So all of those are entitlements. And so we work very closely with the community, and that's what part of this expo is, we are a partner with 135 exhibitors this year.
Wow.
But one of the fascinating things for me is that people have put their hands up to come and show their foods, because it's no longer just a frozen food that you can get out there. And for people who want something different but want to have a healthy lifestyle, we've got foods there for people who have had strokes. The Pure Foods are launching their food down here, and it's all vitalised immunity and tasting and just stunning looking things. So they can have protein on their plate, they can have vegetables on their plate, and they can have carbohydrates. And then there's the frozen meals. Oh, gosh, they were beautiful looking, and there's just so much food there this time, and so there's a lot of food tasting, a lot of stuff for sale that we've never had before. So you can come along and you'll say, right, I do want one of those frozen fresh meals, I'll buy it. Or my husband's needs that pureed food, I'm going to buy some of that. Or I can buy from Paper Plus. They're coming along with all sorts of their goodies like they did last year.
Brilliant.
Early Christmas shopping, and then we've got the cancer societies and the arthritis and the Alzheimer's and just everyone in that area. But one of the popular ones, believe it or not, is our police communications room.
Okay.
And so elderly people see for the first time what happens when they ring 111 and how the police know where they are and what streets are around them, so that they can dispatch their cars to them quickly. And some of them are quite amazed when they see that helicopter view of their property on the street.
Yeah, but how exciting, under one roof, so many different stalls. I mean, it's being held on next Monday, the 29th of September, 9:30 to 2:30 at the Papanui High School, and that's in Langdons Road.
That's right.
In Papanui.
Yeah.
And all it is don't forget to use your gold card on the buses. So that's pretty cool. It's a good little incentive there.
Get them to come there, and when they get out of the bus, just come through the school gates, and they can get on the lovely caterpillar from the garden.
Oh, look.
And so that shows you people there. And they're there, and people can do that, and then once they get in the rooms, they'll see all of some of this happening. But do you know what?
That there? Yeah, great.
What one of the wonderful things about this whole event is this is our 7th year working with Papanui High School students. It's an intergenerational, and they go from setting it up, helping me get all the tables out, serving food, all of that type of thing, and tea and coffee. They make free tea and coffees for everyone that wants a free tea and coffee.
And if you want to park inside, that's okay, but we just ask for a gold coin.
Gold coin, and that goes to the touch teams and the netball teams and all of that from Papanui High. So the students are there working with Community Watch, parking the cars, and it's their day of doing their fundraising as well.
Oh, how wonderful. So it's all linking all those generations together. Hey, thank you so much, Yvonne. So just to recap, is the 29th of September, Monday, from 9:30 to 2:30 at Papanui High School, all under one roof for all those loved ones. And we're talking about Positive Ageing Expo. Thank you so much, Yvonne.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, no, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. And now we're off to Run Your Event. See you tomorrow.
Today at the Rangiora Vet Centre, Chloe is in after being paralysed just a few days ago.
So this is Chloe. She's a little foxy who had a wee bit of an accident in the weekend. She was playing with her friend at home, who is a very big, heavy black Labrador, and they were playing fairly rough. And Chloe ended up being body slammed by her friend and having a very serious injury to her neck. It happened on Saturday afternoon, so she spent the weekend at the Christchurch After Hours Vet Hospital, unable to walk at all. She's done amazingly well since then, but she slipped a disc in her neck at quite a high level between the second and the third cervical vertebra, and that disc went pushing onto her spinal cord and was stopping all the nerve messages flowing from her brain down her spinal cord to her legs. So you can still see with Chloe that she's quite unsteady. She needs a little bit of support, and she's a little bit weaker on her left side than her right. When we turn her wee feet over there, it's actually getting better. She's a wee bit sluggish. She's not quite aware of where those feet are in space, and she'll sit there with her foot turned over for quite a while, not quite aware that it's happening. But considering Chloe was pretty well paralysed from the neck down about 5 or 6 days ago, she's doing amazingly well, and we're certainly hoping that she's not going to need any surgery to recover from this. She's having lots of supportive care. She spent her first 3 or 4 days on IV drip with lots of strong pain relief in it, and she needed a little bit of nutritional support as well. She wasn't really feeling like eating when it first happened, so we needed to tempt her with her favourite things. She had roast chicken and lots of syringe feeding to just try and get her going, but she's eating well now. She brought her wombat with her, which is very cute, so we make sure that stays with her and that keeps her happy, and she's also having heaps and heaps of physiotherapy. The physios are spending at least 1 session a day with her, sometimes 2, just trying to keep her muscle strength going and trying to keep her nice and straight and symmetrical. We're starting from a great place with her for a dog with a spinal cord injury, because she's a very fit, strong little dog. She's got a lot of muscles there, as most Jack Russells and Foxies do. They're very busy dogs. All right, Chloe. Good girl. So she's a wee bit unsteady and a wee bit wobbly, but she definitely wants to go and do things. She's a little bit weaker on her left side than on her right. We think the disc slipped off to the left side of her neck and is pressing more on the left side of her spinal cord than the right. And we're going back to the left there. Come on, sweetheart. Good girl. Sway. Good girl. Come on. So this is Chloe's X-ray, looking at the back of her head and the spine, the neck part of her spine, the cervical spine from this side. So a disc is not really a solid thing. It has a fibrous outside and a jelly centre, and we can't actually see the disc itself on an X-ray, but we can see the spaces where the discs sit. And this is her 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th cervical vertebra. We can see between the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th, the 5th and the 6th, we've got quite a nice wide black area, which is where the disc sits. If we look between C2 to 3, we've lost that wide black space. We've got quite a narrow compressed space, and the vertebrae are almost touching each other. That tells us that at least part of the disc is missing from that space. So because this happened to Chloe as a traumatic event, probably what happened is the fibrous outside of the disc burst, and that jelly component pushed upwards and onto her spinal cord, which runs through this canal here. And we think, as I say, we think it went more to the left because her signs are more severe on the left. She's responding really, really well to treatment, and hopefully we're going to avoid the need for her to having any surgery on her neck. Neck spinal surgery is quite risky and certainly very invasive, and it's something we'd rather avoid for Chloe unless it absolutely has to happen. And so far so good. I mean, to go from not able to stand 5 days ago to walking almost on her own, we're really happy with her progress. Hey.
Join us next time when Layla the Labrador puppy gets microchipped.